Hi, this is Brad Willis. I'm the moderator of the MetalStorm fan group. As you may or may not know, we're located on Facebook at www.facebook.com/groups/MetalStorm fan group. I think we have, I don't know, between 350 and 400 members, and a lot of the best players, I believe, in the world. Newer players, intermediate players. It's a good place to get to know some of your fellow MetalStorm players and also to pick up some new skills and share some tips and that sort of thing. So I'm going to do a review today on the Zephyr. And the reason for that is because as of this moment, or as of this recording I should say, it's one of Z2's featured planes. I think it's available for 180 coins. I've had Zephyr for a while. It's fully upgraded. I think it's a decent plane. I rarely use it, and maybe I should use it more. I don't know, but it pretty much just sits in my hangar, I guess you might say. But having said that, I don't think it's a bad plane. Maybe I haven't flown it in a while, so maybe I'll kind of rediscover it myself. But let's talk a little about Zephyr. In case it's a plane that you're considering purchasing. It has been around for quite a while. It has looking at the statistics, as you can see, we have an overheat limit of 15 that has to do with the cannon, so it doesn't lock up quite as quickly from overheating. That could be helpful if you are a strong cannon player in a sense, but in another sense, maybe it's not super helpful because, as you can see from the stats, there's no damage bonus. So you will hit them and you can shoot a little longer with the cannon, but you're not going to get extra damage like you would on a lot of these planes. Plus 14 energy is very good. That is amongst the best in class. I think it's either second or third best in class, and that's plenty for most people. The agility planes use a lot of energy. If depending on your style, I guess I use a lot of energy. I maneuver quite a bit, and with agility planes, they have a pretty thin skin. So if you run out of energy, you're pretty much toast. So you really need that energy. So that's a very helpful statistic. Agility at plus 12 is very good. It's not best in class, but certainly it's a lot better than some of the planes that don't have an agility boost. And evasion is a helpful statistic in terms of keeping the opponent from locking on you. It makes it a little bit longer for them to lock on you when you have a evasion. And if they have a fast lock, it'll actually kind of counter that. And if they don't have a quicker lock as a statistic on their plane, they just won't lock on you quite as fast, and of course that may give you a chance to get past the opponent. Now, speaking of getting past the opponent, you'll also see that there's no speed bonus on this particular plane, which is something that I like to have on an agility plane, because when you're staring eyeball to eyeball with that weapons class plane, sometimes using coin weapons, what do you want to do? You want to get past them, and you want to get into the dogfight. And so this plane isn't going to be quite as quick, which is probably one of the reasons I don't use it all that often, even though it's a fundamentally decent plane. As I recall, it's pretty good for no locks, just the shape of the plane and the way it moves. If you're into no locks, it's pretty decent. But so I think it's a decent plane. I don't think it's a fantastic plane, but you know what we're going to do? We're going to actually play a game, and we'll see how it goes. And as I usually do, I will discuss how the plane is, the characteristics of the plane. I'll discuss my opponent. I'll discuss his tactics, and we'll see if we can't get a win out of it. So we're going to go ahead and play an auto match, and let's see who we get matched up with. Okay, don't know this fella, but he's in Hawken. He's got Lancers. He'll be a very tough opponent. So I'm going to follow that arrow. I want to get past him. He's going to hit me, I think. Yeah, he sure did. And with Lancers, as I think you know, it's always tough getting by those. Now we're going to have a real hard time with this guy. I think, as you can see, I don't have a lot of armor left, but we'll do the best that we can. You could see the plane did not last very long with that first hit. Almost all my armor again was eliminated. But I'm trying to get a look at him and get a shot on him. Now you can see the game actually froze on me a little bit. There he is. Now I'm staying very heavy on the accelerator because I don't want to give him a lot of distance to lock those Lancers on me. It won't take much, one more shot, and certainly he'll blow me up, no question about that. Now that was a little bit of a miss, so I'm going to try to correct for that. It basically nosed up and I was trying to roll. But I'm following the arrow. We'll come around and take a shot at him, and it didn't hit. Again, I can't sit in front of this guy very long with those weapons, but I'm just trying to get a little damage. You can see my energy is recharging a little bit. Again, I'm staying on the accelerator pretty hard because, again, if I leave too much space, I'm going to give him the opportunity to pepper me with lancers, and that won't be good in this plane. Well, doggone it, he rolled and was kind of out of my way. Now we're still alive so far, but again, it's not going to take much before this game, or at least he takes me out here. Try to roll up, accelerate, got a lock on him. I think I got a shot on him here. Slow down, spin. There he was. I was hoping I could catch him off guard, but I didn't. There he is again, and again, just the main thing is to stay out of the range of those lancers because it doesn't take much on agility class before you're screwed. Now I'm pretty low too, so you got to be careful about that. Accelerate, slow, roll, accelerate. I'm slowing, I'm rolling again, slowing. I can't stay slow for very long though because again, it'll give him an opportunity to nail me with the lancer. Slowing, rolling. I'm going to roll again, slow. And I should see him in a second. I'm going to accelerate again, slow, roll. Kind of see what I'm doing here. Again, mainly my objective is just to stay the hell out of range of the guy. Because it's going to be hard to blow him up, especially with as much damage as I have. Let's see if we can't get a shot on him. I'd like to take him out, but again, I'm trying to play defensively at the same time. And here we go. Well, I don't think I'm going to get him. I don't think he's going to get me. One more shot. Did we get him? We did get him, but as you can see, it's a draw. So I'm not going to rematch the guy. I'd like to, but you know, it's a shame. If we had an eighth of a second left, I think we would have beat him, but that clock just shut down right about the time I think we were taking him out. I'm going to go back to the menu again. You can see that this is a competent plane. If it had had a little bit of damage bonus to it, I think we would have got this guy earlier. It doesn't have any armor. You know, it doesn't have speed. The energy was very helpful. I never had any energy problems. The overheat limit was, for my style, unnecessary. I mean, really, in agility, how often are you going to like just sit and stare down your opponent and lay on the cannons? I mean, you know, granted, it can get to the point where it overheats and you need that, but usually that's not a very important statistic, especially for a plane like this. Maybe more for weapons clash, you know, where you're going to perhaps face your opponent from a distance and just lay on that cannon, and you don't quite fear getting hit as much as you do with agility class. But agility class, you know, you're very darty. You know, you're not going to sit in front of somebody because if you do, guess what happens? You get blown up. Agility was pretty good. Evasion, I don't know if it helped us or not. It might have. We got hit initially with that Lancer, but we didn't get hit after that. So I suppose anytime you're in a agility class plane with using credit weapons as we are and you don't get destroyed, I guess that's pretty good. So there's your review on Zephyr. It is a competent plane. It is a reasonable plane. It's not a terrific plane. You know, should you buy it? Really depends. You know, if you've got a lot of coins and credits, maybe, you know, but do I particularly recommend it? No. Again, not that it's bad, but I rarely use this thing. I mean, I've probably used it just a couple of times this year or something like that, even though I think it's perfectly respectable. You know, which planes are better in the agility class? Well, you know, you see Warlord above, but that doesn't have speed, which I'm not crazy about. Striker probably is a better plane. In fact, a lot of these are better planes. But again, it's perfectly respectable. And if you are the kind of person that does a lot of no locks, or you're very heavy on the cannon, it might be worth considering. I don't strongly recommend it, but probably wouldn't talk you out of buying it either. So there you go. That's your review on Zephyr. I told you how to join our fan group, and if you have an interest, please join. We'd love to have some new members. If you have any questions, please do feel free to comment in the comment section on YouTube. And as always, I will see you in the skies playing MetalStorm.